Coach, with regard to the Keenan Allen recruitment, is that a situation where you were able to hold the door open, or at some point do you feel compelled to turn to somebody who's more sure of themselves?
No, I think Keenan Allen's a fine young man and a great player, and we recruited him for a long time. We have a lot of respect for the family. I think that somewhere along the line, 10 days ago, the circumstances changed relative to, his brother Zach getting a release and transferring, and the two of them wanting to go to school, and then it becomes a matter as to whether we can take both guys or not. And I think the people that could obviously had a big advantage, and we were not in a position to do that because we were full.
Coach, I have two just about filling needs. First of all, on the offensive line, did you feel like you got what you needed? Did you feel like you would like one more? How did that work out?
Well, I think, we've sort of recruited numbers. When we first came here, we were really short numbers of offensive linemen. I think our numbers are better in the offensive line. I think that tackle types are obviously more difficult to find. Getting R.E., who is a real tackle type and a real good player, was probably a real key to making us feel like we satisfied our needs. But, I think everybody's got to look at numbers. Because of the situation, we probably had to recruit more by need in this recruiting class than ever before. And offensive line was not one of the significant needs in this class relative to numbers or quality of players that we have in the program that we've recruited in the past. Losing 6 DBs and a 7th going out for the draft, made us recruit a whole bunch of DBs. All right, and we only really recruited 20 guys, and I think 7 of them are DBs. So that only leaves 13 guys for all the other positions. So, and we recruited a kicker and a punter. That's why I say that we only had 20 guys that were position players. So we felt good about the way things broke out for us and the guys that we got. And, Austin Shepard can play tackle or guard. Chad's probably just a guard or a center. And R.E.'s definitely a tackle. I think next year, we'll make a big emphasis to try to get a tackle type or two, in that class.
And the second one, I guess it's just worked out that in each of the years you've signed one quarterback per class. Is that something you intentionally do? Was Phillip just a guy that you felt like his skill level was such that you had to sign him regardless of what else you had at the position?
Well, Phillip was one of the top guys for us at his position, and we were very pleased and happy to get him. I think what he's accomplished as a quarterback is very impressive, and hopefully he can develop and improve and have that same kind of career here in terms of his performance and production. But we did look at some other quarterbacks. We have 4 on scholarship now. I'm hopeful that all 4 of them will continue to grow and develop and be in the program, and we'll certainly be looking to recruit an outstanding player in the future. But I didn't feel a need to take another guy just to take another guy. And that's right, wrong, or indifferent. If we could have got the right guy, maybe we would have considered it, but we didn't feel a need to do that.
Coach, you mentioned the DBs on several occasions. That included a guy that was a junior college signee in Menzie. Most times coaches won't take a JUCO guy unless you feel like he can help you immediately. Just talk about what he could potentially bring to the team right away.
Well, we've been pretty fortunate that, we don't recruit a lot of junior college guys. If we place them, we're interested in taking them back as long as they've done what they need to do personally and academically. But, Cody 2 years ago served a need for us and worked out very well. James Carpenter worked out very well for us last year. Needed a left tackle with Andre going out over the draft, and he certainly did a great job for us all year long. DeQuan is a guy that we feel like has a lot of ability. We looked at him in high school. We knew him. So we feel like he's has a little maturity to him. He's played some good football where he is right now, and It's be a little bit of a disadvantage that he won't get here until June, and I think it's imperative that he get here in June so he can use the summer to kind of learn and grow and sort of get in the groove. But I do feel that he will have a very good opportunity to contribute to our team next year if he can, learn and develop.
And about the early enrollees, you mentioned, recruiting getting earlier and earlier every year. Do you think there needs to be something that would kind of even that out, early enrollees, to where, you don't have a situation where you're keeping up with the Joneses where a kid feels like he has to do it?
I think it's up to every guy, and I would, it's my opinion. If a player asks me, I tell them it's your choice. You got to make a decision. You're only going to have one senior year. Are you playing another sport? Do you want to be involved in the rest of your senior year, or are you in a position, for whatever reasons, where you're looking ahead to sort of taking the next step of developing a career, in school, in terms of graduating from school and developing a career off the field, and doing the same thing with your athletic career in college. And it's strictly up to you and your family. I don't encourage it or discourage it. It is an advantage to us if they do it, but I really don't encourage them to do it, because I feel like guys should make that decision and make a commitment to it and be happy with it, because I wouldn't want to talk somebody into doing it and then get them here and them being sorry that they didn't finish their senior year or play basketball or some other sport that they were involved in, or baseball, or whatever it is. So we don't encourage it or discourage it. We manage it if guys want to do it the best we can, and there are advantages to us if they choose to do it.
Nick,